Recent government plans to reduce the prison sentences for young offenders have attracted a lot of criticism. The government claims that they will save money by reducing prison sentences. This money, they say, can be invested in community programs for young people. Here with me to discuss the proposed government plans are political commentator John Brown and the human rights activist Pat Conway. John Brown, what do you think of the plans?
I strongly disagree with them. The only way to prevent crime is to show young people that the punishment is tough. That includes long prison sentences for vandalism, mugging, pickpocketing and more serious crimes. Rules and authority have to mean something, and reducing sentences gives young people the wrong message.
Do you really think it's right to send a teenager to prison for vandalism? I think it's better to reduce sentences and spend public money on educating young people. Let me give you an example. In Singapore, there's something called a corrective work order. Instead of going to prison, young offenders clean streets for punishment. In many other cultures, prison sentences for young offenders are shorter, and there is more investment in community projects. These new government plans want to do the same.
This is simply the wrong message. Do we want our young people to think it's okay to commit a crime? We must send a strong message to them about punishment. This is the only way. We already have a big problem with reoffending. Most young people come out of prison and continue a life of crime.
That's actually a very good point. The reason why some young people continue a life of crime is because there is very little support for them when they leave prison. This is the point. Many don't have basic reading or computer skills and can't get a job. When prison sentences are long, the young offenders receive their training and education in prison. Other prisoners teach them about other types of crimes and give them contacts for when they get out. You know, we are talking about young offenders, young people who still have time to change their behavior if they are given the appropriate education and support.
Do you think the government plans will provide this support?
Yes, I do. The plans include giving young offenders a course in community services, which includes teaching them about the problems in society and the services available to different groups in society. After the course, the young people would take part in a 6-month project with local social services. This would include visiting and caring for old people, looking after community areas such as parks, and so on. The idea is to teach the young people new skills and values and to show them how to contribute to society.
It sounds very good in theory, but I would not want a young offender visiting my grandmother. I'm afraid I believe that once a criminal, always a criminal. We are too soft with young people in this country. Strict laws and long prison sentences are the only way to stop street crime. Young people must receive a strong message that crime does not pay.